I am interested in music in general, and I've always wanted to make an animated music film. That's just been something that I've wanted to do. In terms of topics, I've always been very interested in projects around mental health. As destiny would have it, this project just came along of making an animated music video for the song called Raincloud on a Leash by Samad Chawla.
We work with Samarth as a music composer for our UPA film. At some point, suddenly Samarth reached out saying, I have this song that I've composed, but I'd love to give it a visual spin and see if we can do a music video.
Then we were sort of thinking of what to do with the music video thing, and that's when we had gotten Arundhati on board, and we were still thinking what to do for her graduation project.
So it was all three pillars individually talking. All we had to do was just, okay, why don't we do this music video as a graduation project for an original? So that's pretty much how it all beautifully came together.
Song is basically about holding on to your own grief or holding on to your own sadness in a way. You might want to associate yourself with things that are depressive, but I'm not saying this is a fact or anything, it's just where the song came from.
Usually when we talk about loneliness or someone feeling isolated, we think of a world where this person probably doesn't have a lot of people around. But how about this person feels isolated or lonely even when she is surrounded by a lot of people? And we decided to dive into this specific aspect for shaping the narrative of modern loneliness. Once the world was decided, we started to build on the characters. Who is this person? What's her backstory? What's the relationship between the girl and the Raincloud? By this time, when we had understood the psychology of what's happening, now the challenge was how do we show all of these emotions? I was making a few sketches, and that's where this fish started to come in. And when I saw that, it just suddenly sparked an entirely different tangent of visuals, which I hadn't thought of before. We started to bring the fish along a lot of times to transition into her psyche and her inner world, because she just relates to the fish. By the time production had to start, I just had 1.5 months to finish the production of the entire 4 minutes of animation, which was crazy. So I made a production schedule. I broke every scene down into what background is required, what animation is required, what compositing is required. Those 1.5 months were packed. And the thing is that animation is, after a point, it can get so daunting that sometimes I would just want to have a mental breakdown, but I had to schedule those breakdowns.
I think while we knew that this is the topic and the conversation is around mental health and there's depression involved, the fact that it will hold a lot more meaning to people outside came in only during matinee. I think at matinee, when people watched it in that format, everybody is consuming it like that, and when the conversations happened around it, it became all the more clear that it is a very relevant music video. I mean, it's giving something to the audience and at least making something visible to the audience, which is quite nice, I think.
Every now and then we take up projects that are not necessarily something that we have done. We take up newer styles, newer medium, and I feel like Raincloud is yet another one in that journey of trying to do newer styles of visual exploration.
I felt really grateful for just having collaborators who seemed equally passionate about the video as I did about the music. When I saw the music video for the first time, I was just like, yes, I chose the right people to work with, and they get what's going on. They get the idea of the song and the emotion.
Months and months of just so much work when you see it all come together, exported as one video. It's an amazing feeling, but it's also I don't know, I think in the end we just sort of hope that there's gonna be some grand, I don't know, some crazy reveal or something, but that's the interesting part about these films or any creative process, is that on a random Thursday you're done with it and you move on in life.